There's a new sheriff in town in Corvallis. You know, they're calling it Corvegas.
Corvegas?
You buying?
I'm not buying.
We'll find out in August during the training camp tour. We'll get a sense of if it's livened up a little bit with Gary Andersen at the helm. That's what the reports are saying. Gary Andersen's era begins. Our first look here on the Pac-12 networks and Pac-12 Now app at 1 p.m. Pacific time. You know, it's funny because when you take over a team like Gary Andersen is, there's always going to be that process of getting everyone on the same page. And in some ways, I wonder defensively if it's easier or harder due to the fact they only have 2 returning starters.
I think it's easier to get on the same page defensively, especially if your the coach is a defensive-minded guy. You have no choice. But here's the thing: when you only have 2 starters coming back, it's a little tough because I think as a coach you want to come in, you want to find out who your leaders are. You want to find out who the playmakers are, and you can build around that. Of course, you're going to bring a system to the table, but you want to build that system around someone. And right now, Coach, I don't know if Oregon State has that right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, offensively, 4 years of Sean Mannion, the most prolific passer in the Pac-12, and obviously for Oregon State, they have their work cut out with a redshirt freshman in Nick Mitchell, and then a true freshman in Seth Collins. They have 8 returning starters on offense. They have weapons in Storm Woods, Vieleman, and Bolden. They have good tight ends, Caleb Smith. They have 3 offensive linemen coming back. They have some pieces there. But whenever you start a new quarterback and a guy that has never played a snap, that's tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. But the thing that I love more than anything, these quarterbacks will have those weapons around them. You don't have to put everything on these quarterbacks like you're seeing around the conference with a lot of these quarterbacks. So again, may not be working with a lot on defense, but on offense, you do have some pieces.
Well, the fact that, you know, Dave Baldwin, you used the term tough to describe the situation. He joined us on Football Weekly earlier this week. He used the word excited. You can understand why. It's a new era, as I mentioned before, with Gary Andersen at the helm. And once again, your first look at Oregon State football, 1 p.m. Pacific here on the Pac-12 networks and Pac-12 Now app.